being from the South in Georgia, we can start from home. Like, people talk in a different rhythm and melody from everybody don't talk straight, like, or like without melody. Some people talk and their whole conversation is a song. Like, I have aunties and uncles, you hear them talk, it sounds like they're going through like certain, just like just Wendy, I'm just talking like this, you know, because I got a melody like that. Like, they talking and you like, you like, oh, cool. And it's such a pleasant feeling. You just like, yo, this is so, like, back home, is everybody so sweet, everybody so chill. And it's only because it's the culture, bro. Like, that's one thing. Just being, your experience of being around certain cultures and dialects affects how you hear things. And then from a culture standpoint of just being raised in a church, you know what I'm saying, like playing drums, you also taking in vocabulary from like an early age. But my mom was a singer in a singing group when she was pregnant with me. So babies hear music before they're even born, and that affects their cognition. Like, that's a fact. So like, my dad was a musician too. He was like in Vietnam doing, like, playing trombone and bands, like doing all kind of, he was already music. So it was kind of like innately there. And then just being around people, you know, everybody was always humming, everybody was always singing, everybody was always laughing, joking. It was a different type of, it's a culture thing too. And I soak up information. So I'm soaking up all this information. And then I started tapping into, like, start listening to jazz in like 10th grade, like, for real. And like jazz, like a Love Supreme, Interstellar Space, Coltrane. And I'm like, man, it's something else to all this. And then genre wise, I was just taking the information. If I heard something, I just listened to it. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but I might take something from it or I might hate it. I don't know, but that's just the human in me. So it's like, I just started taking all this stuff in, man, and just running with it. And then I went to Berkeley. And then when I got to Berkeley, that's when stuff kind of like switched. Something happened in that 4 years. Like, I'm in the city. I never rode on the train. I never been, like, my city got like 8 to 15,000 people in it in Dublin, where I grew up at. So it's a small town. So I go to the big city. I'm about to go to Boston or whatever. I'm in Boston. Get there, never seen a train station before. They don't know what's going on. This is foreign to me. This looks crazy. The culture of the city started to, like, I'm like, a jazz club? Jazz. Oh, let me go to this jazz club and see. And then I started going to places in Boston, underground house shows, start playing in like psychedelic rock bands. I studied with a teacher, Dave Huzinski, microtonal jazz guitarist. And then Kim Plainfield passed away, like, but he was my drum instructor, exposed me to all these different just people, music, and Larry Watson showing me like every record, like black record that's like, you gotta know, like, your vocabulary. So all this information just started being like, yo, I got enough musical vocabulary to make sentences now. Like, then I start make words, and I made some words. Okay, cool, that ain't a track, but then I start making sentences with my musical vocabulary, and then it turned into this whole thing of me wanting to just combine and bend genres. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my music to sound like a stop in the space continuum. Just like, what is this wormhole? Where are we? Like, that's the goal. And that's why I'm always trying to learn new stuff. I'm always trying to figure out the next whatever. Like, then I got into sound installments and just start, you don't know, man, it don't stop. And I started applying. It got as simple as just like being like applying and not being afraid to apply everything that you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you have it in you, but sometimes it's you can have it and you be like, man, I ain't do it. I was like, nah, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. And then I did it, and I'm like, wait, I'm on to something. And I start making my own formula. Like, because I know what I was trying to do. So now I can like go in a room and just kind of, I got my own like formula how I like to do stuff, and I can always come out with something good to me, or something that makes me feel a certain way.